What are you crazy guys doing in the middle of the road?
Yeah, we're just playing in the road, having some fun.
Oh, hey, welcome to another episode of Las Vegas and Beyond. And packing up for a 3-day vacation. Well, it's not really a vacation since I'm going to be shooting, but I'm going to be heading up through central Nevada, the western portion, over the next 3 days. And it's supposed to be really cold, 19 degrees at night and maybe 40 during the day. It's a lot of gear, isn't it? Drone, camera backpack, charging accessories with chargers, and of course clothes. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. But my resolution for 2021 was to travel more and see more of Nevada than just Las Vegas. So I'll be joining 2 other vloggers as we head up US Route 95 and end up in Tonopah. But we do plan to stop along the way because Nevada is rich in history for mining. So there's a bunch of ghost towns and a bunch of regular towns that maybe should be ghost towns. But anyway, let's get going. I'm running late, so. We're gonna first stop off at Indian Springs, then Beatty, and then Rhyolite, and then Tonopah. So if you're new to the channel, please think about clicking on that subscribe button down below. Now, let's get started with today's adventure. First stop on our trip is CREECH Air Force Base in Indian Springs. Now, Indian Springs is about 38 miles northwest of Las Vegas, and the reason we're stopping here is because CREECH Air Force Base is the home to the 432nd Squadron of military drones. I'm going to go ahead and roll a video that the military put out.
The unique operation of the MQ-9 is that we keep the mission control element stateside. Every other mission that is done requires somebody to be physically present in the actual battle space in order to affect change on the battlefield. Here, we can project power in a way that is unique to the platform. The future of projecting that RPA power is going to be very important to our national defense strategy going forward. Currently, as constructed, an MQ-9, the actual airplane, will be downrange. We have a launch and recovery crew with that aircraft. They take command of the aircraft via a line of sight radio link. They then launch that aircraft, and we back here stateside will then connect with the aircraft via fiber optic cable and satellite relay. We will then take control of that aircraft. Once we have full control, they'll cut the line of sight link. We'll go fly the mission. 18 to 20 hours later, we'll bring it back to the airfield and we'll do the process in reverse. In order to keep the aircraft going 24/7, 365, we have to have a pilot and a sensor operator in the seat controlling the aircraft. It is a unique challenge, but means less American lives in harm's way while still affecting change and still affecting our national goals and our national defense.
So inside Terrible's, as you exit the bathroom, there's also a wall where they're projecting a video of the drones that are flown over here.
No,
Okay.
we're always open. During the pandemic, we were always open. So we're always here. We always have bathrooms, accommodations for any stops. So
Have you been in the bathrooms?
I did. I
They're
checked out the
beautiful.
restroom.
Yeah.
Now, how
Back
long
up.
has this Terrible's been here?
We opened June 29th
Of
of
last year.
2020.
Of 2020? Oh my gosh. So Beth, Thank
Bev?
you. And your name?
Yesenia. I'm
Okay.
the assistant store manager.
Great. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. It was nice
Thank
meeting
you guys.
Nice
That's
meeting you
All
again.
right. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Since I didn't introduce him earlier, is Ted from Lion Travel.
Hello, I'm the Lion Traveler. Nice to meet you.
And how long have you been vlogging now?
It's probably been about 8 months.
Okay.
In March, another vlogger by the name of Jay Cortez Traveler, he talked me into doing it. I
So
enjoy
what do
it.
you focus on your channel? Anything specific?
No, I mean, I just travel and whatever it is. I like going to old historic places. So wherever I go, I just film it and document it, and then everybody can watch it there, my family, kids. Leave something
Okay.
behind for my kids in the future when I'm gone. They can watch those videos, grandkids, and anybody else who enjoys them. But I really enjoy doing it.
This gentleman next to me, I met him at Rocktober. I think it was like October 17th. Don't quote me, I had a few drinks. But I do believe I met him at that point at the link. And it's Walter or Walt? What do you go by?
Either one.
Either or, with the Frontiersman Travel Adventures.
Just
So,
depends on if I'm in trouble. Then they call me Walter. Get over here.
so how are you?
I'm doing great, man. I tell you what, it's great to be here with Alan, and I'm looking forward to a couple good days of vlogging. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see a lot of cool stuff, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
So we made a quick stop, and when I say quick, we were going about 75 down to almost 0. This sign is located 21 miles west of Indian Springs. The reason why Walt wanted to stop and check out the sign is this signifies the Nevada test site, where a lot of the atomic testing and operations were carried out. I found a video from Lawrence Livermore Labs, but this was one of the big tests that happened in the 50s, known as Operation Teapot. So check this video out, and then we'll go head back on the road. Now, this next stop is an unintended stop because when you hit your mid-50s, it seems like you have to use the restroom more often. So let's go check out this Area 51 Alien Center, which is really just a gas station. And located next to it is a brothel. So we took a quick rest stop. We didn't really need one. Alien Cathouse. Mark from The Other Me stopped here, and I believe this is one of his most popular videos. But he was here before, I think the pandemic shut down everything. Well, that stinks. They're closed. Hopefully they'll open soon because we drove all this way for nothing. I'm kidding. Inside the Area 51 Alien Center, it's really just a gas station with a gift shop. A lot of alien stuff here, alien alcohol. You can take selfies with aliens. This guy needs to be arrested. No mask. Get your future read by an alien. Not much else to see in here. So let's keep going.
Telling everybody right now, Alan, that they need to subscribe to Las Vegas and Beyond because it's excellent, excellent content.
Back at the rest stop, we decided to head into Beatty as it was getting close to noontime, and I hadn't eaten breakfast, and neither had the guys since at least 6 o'clock in the morning. So real quick, some background on Beatty. The town itself was established in 1905 and named after the owner of a ranch nearby known as Old Man Beatty, who was actually the first postmaster of the town. Now, current population as of the 2019 demographic study was about 805 people. So this won't be a full video of the town of Beatty. We're just here to grab a bite and then head on to Rhyolite. One of the big draws here back in the 60s and 70s was the local burro races. So if you drive around town, you may spot some. Walt decided to pull over here in Beatty because this is our first stop. And I was wondering why he was making this weird turn. Now I know why. Let's check this out. This is funny. I am such a city boy. I wanted to go take a selfie next to the Burros over here. And Walt said, don't do that. See that mama over there? She's got her leg cocked, which means she could kick you. So, yeah. Thanks, Walt. Appreciate it. Didn't want to get kicked for the video. although it probably would have made for some funny content. So why we're stopped is Walt saw some more walking burros. Oh, now that's hilarious. You definitely need to watch Walt's video. I'm getting out of my car because I wanted to check out these burros that came up to us. I was hoping that Walt was gonna get kicked, but he didn't. Mark, I didn't expect to see you here, or Joe and Ted. So hey guys, didn't think I'd see you guys up here in Beatty, but VCC for life. Found a place to eat. It's called Smoking Jay's Barbecue. I don't think Frontiersman has been here, but he said it's a really good place to eat. Go check out the smokers because I can smell that they're smoking something. It smells really good. I may have to break my diet. I'll just get salad with some smoked meat. Hopefully it's cheaper than it was at Virgil's Real Barbecue at the link. I'm sure it will be, and I'm sure I'll get more than a cup of smoked meats. Walt, what are you getting?
Well, I just talked to this fine young man. He said the brisket was good. I was going to get pulled pork, but you know what you got to do in that situation? You got to get both. You got to get a little bit of brisket. You got to get a little bit of pulled pork. And then I'm going to add some spare ribs on top of that.
Dang. All right. You are a man after my own stomach. Teddy, what are you thinking you're getting?
Either the ribs or the pulled pork looks good. Yeah, pretty much everything looks good. It's hard to decide. I'm just going back and forth.
I don't know what I'm gonna get. I may just get brisket, just the meat, or I may get a sandwich. So I decided on the brisket sandwich, $11.99 and a small drink. But anyway, so you're looking at $12.98, and then a tax $2, so $16.57 with the tip that I left. All right, well, what'd you get?
I got a 1/4 pound of brisket, a 1/4 pound of pulled pork, 2 ribs in the bone, so spare ribs, a medium drink, and that came to $19.33. So
Good deal.
it's a very good year.
Half slab of rib, fries, and baked beans. I always got to try the baked beans out.
So the brisket, look at that smoke ring. That's how you know it's smoked really well. Here's about 5 pieces, 6 pieces, sliced on here. The bun is toasted on one side, soft on the other. Onions, pickles, barbecue sauce. So let's dress this thing up and see how it tastes. Tell me that doesn't look good. Look at that. So let me give you my first thoughts. Really good. Look how thick that is. That is like double, triple 1/4 pounder size, but not that ground beef chunk. The bread is awesome. Very soft, very, very airy, but because they toast it, you don't get that seepage. So it's really good. I would definitely order this again. But what I am gonna do is just try the brisket alone, nothing on it. I should have done that first. Just this little piece of brisket. Oh. It's actually pretty good without the sauce. Yeah. I have to admit, it's moist, and you can taste that smokiness. This is awesome. If you go up to Tonopah from Las Vegas, driving the Route 95, make sure you stop in Beatty and stop at Smoking Jay's. I always want to ask other YouTubers this question. The question is, how many videos have you shot that you haven't uploaded?
There's probably been, and I've only been doing this for a little over a year, so maybe 14 months. But I would say there's probably been at least 1 or 2 a month. So there's probably been 15 to 20 videos that I have created, but I just never, did all the footage, and then when I'm putting it together, I'm like, nah, it don't work. Which surprises you because some of my first stuff is really bad, but it's up there. And then then you get more picky at what you're going to put up, and or something just ain't right, so you're just like, I'll come back and do it another time. So anyway, that's a good question.
I probably have at least 1 or 2, probably 1 a month at least that I haven't aired. I've even done a teaser for some of them that never aired, and three come off the top of my mind. One was Las Vegas Then and Now. One was Desert Dance with the dancers on the dry lake bed. And the other is the one that I always get asked about, which is my stay at Hotel Apache at Binion's. This was awesome food, man.
I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
Great barbecue. How long, just real quick, how long do you smoke your meats? Your brisket was
12 to 15 hours. 12 to 15 hours.
And what kind of wood do you use?
Hickory.
What are your hours?
We're open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Closed on Mondays.
Okay. And you smoke every day?
Every day, every night. We cook throughout the night. We do our briskets and pork at night, and then in the morning we start real early and we get our spare ribs going, and then we're set up for the day.
I noticed BVFD, is that the Beatty Volunteer Fire Department?
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right.
Yep, I'm a retired captain with the fire department. I retired when I opened this place up. Couldn't do both.
So what a perfect name, Smoking Jays.
And
Yeah.
right, if anyone knows how to handle a fire or smoke, this gentleman.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Food was great, and even the bathrooms are super clean. So kudos. If you're in Beatty, or even if you're not, come by, go to Smoking Jays. It's great. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate everybody coming in. All right.
If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. And this is probably the best stopping point for part 1. So stay tuned for part 2, where we visit the abandoned ghost town of Rhyolite and then head up to Tonopah to spend Friday night, Saturday night, and then head back home Sunday. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And again, stay tuned for next week's episode. So thanks for watching.